All right, so first in the warm-ups, what we're doing is we're just gonna limber up our necks and our shoulders. So first we're just gonna put your head down and tilt it to the side and move it around. We're gonna do that anywhere from 5 to 10 times. This time I'm just doing it 5. If you wanna count, you can count. I just did 5, we'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and our shoulders, I'm gonna do 5 back and 5 forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now the key is we're gonna try to get our body flowing. So you can do little forward stretches. Put your arms forward, just stretch out your back a little bit, get your blood flowing through your body, is what I meant to say. All right, and then you can grab your hands from behind like this, and you can push it back. And that's gonna see, you'll feel it in your chest. If you stand up and start to push back, so if you bend over like this, grab your hands, right? And then you start to push it back and straighten up your body. You'll feel your chest stretch. So we'll do that at the end as well. That is a good, just 5-second hold. Gets blood flowing. You can feel it flow back into your pecs, and it's a really good workout. So, all right, so now we're gonna move our arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little too tall for my own basement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we're gonna do the hugs, right? I call them sloppy hugs. I go over and then I go under, right? So my right arm, I'm looking at my right arm goes over, and then my right arm goes under my left arm. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and you can keep going. 10 will get you there, but I sometimes just keep going, right? So you can keep up with it, or you can just, all right, start moving. So next thing we're gonna do, so really we got, a good chunk of our bodies warmed up. You can do a quick stretch here, and these are good stretches to do at the end as well. And I just like to, because we're doing push-ups, sometimes my wrists get a little funky. So take my hand, right, I'll grab it here, and I just kind of pull back a little bit. Hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. You're gonna be good. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Same with this other hand. Take it, stretch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just pull a little. All you gotta do is you just pull it till you feel a little bit of tension. You don't have to hurt yourself. Just till it feels a little bit taut. All right. Okay. So now we want to really get our blood flowing. You can do high steps, like. If you were watching any of the preliminary program, we do high steps. And the reason why I do high steps is because if you run in place, which you can run in place, but some people have really bad knees, right? And if we're in the preliminary and the beginner program, I'm assuming that maybe you haven't done a lot of running, or maybe you have, or you just need to get back into it. But it's a good way to step the pace up again. So, pardon me. So we're gonna run in place, or you can do high steps, right? And this is just to get blood moving and flowing, okay? Another thing you can do, and you can't necessarily see my feet right now, and I might just have to shift to it. Where my feet are, all you have to do is, instead of running in place or doing your high steps, okay? All you have to do is, if your knees are bad like mine, then just move your feet up and down like this. Every other one, okay? You're gonna feel it in your calves a lot there, but the point is to get your blood flowing. If that's a lot for you, just do lift ups on both sides, okay? Lift ups on both sides, and we're gonna be doing these for a couple minutes. You're gonna feel in your calves. You're actually gonna get a hell of a calf workout if you do that for 2 minutes straight. So doing this, just lifting up your heels onto the balls of your feet is really good. Or, do this, change it up in the middle of it, and then you get tired of that, go back to that, okay? And then you can also switch it up. You can go back to high steps, try to get up to your waist. Hold your hands out. Once your thighs hit your hands, you get that going, okay? Or jog in place. Point is, we get this going. If you're feeling really daring, jumping jacks, okay? These are things that are just keeping their blood moving. You switch them up, you keep them going 2 to 4 minutes. If I've gone too short for you on the whole warm-up, because really it's gonna be about 5 minutes anyway, then you go ahead and pause it. But we don't need a whole lot of warm-up time. So I think in some of these cases, our warm-up time might be longer than our sets for the beginning program for the first few weeks, strictly because most of our workout time at push-ups, the majority of it's actually going to be this 60-second rest time. So we're only doing a handful of push-ups in the first couple weeks. So, all right, we'll get started on the push-ups. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. All right, day 3 of our beginner program workout. So day 3, ready to roll. We're gonna jump into set 1. Leave comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I want to know if you're like, you talk too damn much. Get a timer, sure, whatever. Or you say, you know what? I love hearing your insights. I love hearing what you have to say. It makes me feel comfortable that I'm just starting my journey, and I know that's what matters, right? Then leave those comments. Try to be nice and polite, though. Let's not be mean and nasty. We should have a uplifting environment here. Plus, if you just leave a mean, nasty comment, block it. But if you leave an honest one, just says, hey, I'd like to see this more, I think that's great too. You can be honest without being mean and nasty. Okay, anyway, so set 1 is 3. Set 2 is 4 repetitions. A rep, right? Those are repetitions up and down. That's one. So when for the beginners, when we're talking about a repetition, before we do our set, I'll show you this. 1 repetition, right? So for those who are just starting, 1 repetition, all right? You're up, you go down, and you go up. That is 1 rep, or repetition as they call it. So set contains the repetitions, or the reps. So that's what we're talking about if you haven't caught on to that yet. Anyway, so set 1, 3 reps. Set 2, 4 reps. Set 3, 3 reps. Set 4 is 3 reps. Set 5 is 4 reps. So no more onesie twosies, guys. But you're moving forward, and that's what matters, okay? We challenge ourselves, we push ourselves, we do. All right, if you just saw the lighting change, that's because it did. So there's a little bit of an edit there, but it's okay. Lighting got better. So let's talk more real quick. So our repetitions, right? That's just kind of lingo we use a lot. You'll get used to it. We challenge ourselves, we make ourselves better. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. If you don't like something in your life, you need to change. All right, that's it. It's not the rest of the world will never change for you. They just don't. The rest of the world is just changing, but it's not necessarily going to change for you. Okay, so your world is in your control. That's a quick lesson. We'll get back to that. Set number 1 is 3 reps. All right. And if you're here, I'm assuming you're already doing the things to make those changes. So congrats. All right. Set 3. I'm doing fists or set 1, 3 reps. I'm doing fists. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did 4. See? Sometimes I go and I lose count. It's okay. If you did 4 and you kept up, great. But I did 3, so I'll mark it as 4 because I did the actual 4. But that's it, guys. It's very simple. Only had to do 3. So if you, by the way, by the end of the day, you would do 17. You would have ended up doing 17 if you keep up with us. You'll end up doing 17 push-ups, which is huge if you're a beginner and just starting. So that comes down again. Right, the goal was 3. I actually did 4. I've challenged myself a lot with this to do these programs and to build this kind of setup for you guys. And I needed to change parts of who I was. I was horrified to get in front of a camera. And honestly, I'm not like the most fit looking guy. It's very clear to me. I know it. I'm very self-aware of that. I noticed some of my shirts have been a little tighter. We were on quarantine, everybody gained weight. I'm also on a medication that makes it hard to lose weight, and I gained the weight. So there's a handful of
things there. There's, you know, people will say no excuses. Sometimes there are excuses that are valid. That doesn't mean you cannot overcome the obstacle. But, you know, give credit where credit's due. Hey, I did not eat right over the quarantine time. I did not keep up all the activities that I was doing all the time on the COVID time. So something like weight gain is just stuff that I should be able to lose because I gained it, right? If my whole life it's been up and down. My wife always kind of calls me the yo-yo to make fun of. If you ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, right? I'm a yo-yoer. So anyway, we're gonna do set 2 is 4. I'll do hands down just like this so you guys can keep up. All right, so set 2 is 4 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. So yeah, you're not alone if you feel like that's the struggle, but it doesn't have to be a struggle. It's just part of who you are. So enjoy it, accept it, whatever. Don't beat yourself up. I don't look at the magazines. I don't look at the other videos and wish I was those people. I did a lot when I was younger, but now I've accepted some parts of it where it's like, okay, I could get there. I know what I have to do to eat right, to do that. And in some cases, I just don't want to eat a salad every day. I just don't want to eat only lettuce and vinegar, right? That can be part of it if you have my body type. I would love to work out for like 4 hours a day, honestly. If I did like an hour in the morning, an hour before lunch, when I had lunch, then go do an hour after lunch, and then an hour in the evening, that'd be awesome. But I have other things I'm doing as well. So listen, guys, that's the way it goes. Give yourself a break while challenging yourself. You get to give yourself a little bit of grace in these areas. So we're gonna move on after this good swig to set 3, which is only 3 push-ups. I know you can do the 3 because you've been doing 3 in the last couple of days. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. As we get into intermediate and we get into the advanced programs, we're gonna get probably more strict on time. It'll be timers, and maybe just during the 60-second breaks, just move a little bit, whatever, and then we'll just show you pictures of sexy people. That is something that does motivate you. So I will look at those magazines or the things on Instagram or whatever. And those things kind of motivate me, like, yeah, I can do better. There's things I can do better. I can do more workouts. I should do more workouts. But you should never feel bad about yourself. Those things should only inspire you. If you're looking at this stuff and it makes you feel bad about yourself, you need to do some internal work. And I kind of believe in the affirmation stuff because it's really, you got to re-brainwash yourself to think about who you are. So, because the world's already kind of brainwashed in some way that you've allowed. So anyway, so we'll fix, that's a whole different topic. Moving on from there, point is, you can look at those for motivation, look at them for inspiration. But if you look at them and you start feeling bad or guilty, take a step back from it. And you don't need to let things be negative and feel bad and guilty in your life. Just take a step back and, this is life. Try to enjoy the ride. You only get this one shot. All right, so set 4 is 3 push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're almost done. Our last set is set 5, right? That's 4 to failure. So it's 4 push-ups. And again, guys, this is a push yourself thing. You get to 4 push-ups. Keep going if you can. If you feel you're at 3 and you feel it's hard, push as hard as you can to 4. If you've already done 4 push-ups already. If you've been keeping up, you've done 4. It's great. Now, here's the other thing. If you haven't been able to keep up, you can go back to the preliminary program. Look, it's all at incremental pace, okay? Don't compare yourself to others. Drop the ego. Do what's right to get you moving forward in your path, okay? This is your path to 100 push-ups. A lot of us might be taking the same path, but you have to move at your pace. It's necessary. That's all there is to it, okay? You got a bunch of runners on a cross-country team. Everybody's got to run at their own pace. And those guys who keep their own pace regularly and keep it well and consistent tend to run. I think there was a guy who ran an ultramarathon in Australia, and he beat the record by 2 days because he just ran at his own pace. And every book would have said, oh, sleep for 4 to 6 hours a night or whatever when you do these ultra marathons for 500 miles. The guy only slept like an hour a night because he never read these books. He just did things at his pace, wearing overalls and boots and farm boots, and he won. He set a world record. So don't limit yourself on what you think can happen because you think you have to be at a certain level right now. Get back, start at your own pace. If you need to go back to a preliminary program and do that, you can. Those are pretty good. I did it. You get to watch the videos of it. It's great. And then again, book. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the book. The link there, and there's also a link to the website motivationfitness.com. And that doesn't count my story, but that's really it. Okay, so step 5 is 4 plus push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, keep going till there's failure. For those of you there who are able to, if you get a couple more in there, that's great. So, okay, so I did 18 today because I did that 4. But if you kept up and just did exactly what's in the book, and you did just sets of 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, then you did 17 push-ups, which means you did 35 push-ups for the week. Again, for people who were only able to start and they were only able to do 1 to 3 push-ups if they sat down to do them, guys, you're kicking butt right now, so that's great. Okay, we're gonna move on to the stretch. I think I've talked enough today. I have had some pre-workout that has been really amping me up. Have a good one, guys, and we'll talk about more later. All right, guys, we're just gonna start off with the stretching, and we're gonna do the hug ourselves. We love ourselves, right? They're big old slappy, floppy hugs. Very simple, right? Say right hand over unders. And that's just right hand going over the left and going under the left, right? Keep that blood going. All right, we can move our shoulders back again. All right, get that going. Just kind of do it in a nice, relaxing way. You can breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Some of your stretching is going to be a little bit of a cool down, but you're also going to feel a little bit of that body heat still. Okay, so we're going to keep going like that as well. And then, the good stretch, after you got done with that, you're going to feel it in your wrists. So we're going to hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of get a little extra there, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Also, just keeping your body moving like this, right? Shaking it out. Like going. All right, we're going to put our arms up. We're going to stretch there. Okay. It's just a little bit of a five breather. Sorry, my halter top's popping out again. Again, it's arm up, arm behind back. And just kind of give it a little bit of a pull. Sometimes I lean. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Again, for your back, you can grab your hands, you put them together, and you push forward like a German steering wheel, and you push your neck back, and that can really, you'll feel that in the shoulders, and the top part of your shoulders here, and here. Another good one for the back and those for the back right here and right here is you're gonna take your arms, make them like a W, and squeeze back, push it forward. Oh man. Sometimes I'll loosen my shoulders, but that feels really good. You can actually feel a little bit of the heat rise. Okay, and always keep your neck loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man, those are some good stretches. Another thing we can do is just kind of lean to the side. Feel it here, okay? Feel just a good stretch there. Just lean to the side a bit. Okay. And my personal favorite is a nice little back four. So I put my hands up, put them up. And all I do is just slowly bend forward. And it's going to be, one piece of your spine at a time. Just slowly bend down and breathe out. And slowly pull back up. Sometimes I do that twice. You get a good back pop. That is a great way to end any workout. All right, guys, you have a good one. Come back, I guess, in a couple days, and we'll do this. Or if if you want to start from scratch, check out our preliminary program. We have that for you too. Awesome. Have a good one.